Are you guys still enjoying Love is Blind? Hi everyone, my name is Lexi. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I kind of want to have an honest conversation about Love is Blind, where I'm at with the franchise, like just my thoughts after seeing the reunion. The main reason why I'm even doing this is because I need some continuity on this channel, but also in watching the reunion, it just drummed up a lot of feelings that I've been feeling about this series ever since season 5. If anything that I say resonates with you or resonates with how you're feeling about the series, please tell me all about it in the comments. Give me a follow, of course, because I always love new subscribers. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video, because as always, I do have a lot to say. I'm not going to make this video too long, but my thoughts at the moment is that I don't know where the franchise is going. Right off the bat, before I even somewhat summarize like the other people in their stories at the reunion, but like Alex was there, and I don't understand why Love is Blind is platforming him in a way where it still makes it seem as if this is some kind of like, you know, just a cool, fun, easygoing type of guy. No, this is a problematic figure. This is a predator that has been platformed on our TV screens, on Netflix, like, and I don't see why he was even allowed to sit on this stage. And not only was he allowed to sit on the stage, but he was also able to sit there and not be questioned not one time about any of the allegations that have been alleged against him. What is going on? Why is he here? And on top of that, I think I'm even more bothered because that whole square with Madison, Mason, Meg, and and Alex, like, I don't understand why did we even see that story in general? His storyline, the whole 4 of them, all of their storylines could have been cut in general, because none of them got engaged, none of them got married. All of them were on air to show us a bunch of nothing. It didn't work out. So why are we getting so much screen time for this particular couple? Once they knew there was a situation going on with Alex, that whole square, it didn't work out, so why are we seeing it? They made a deliberate choice to give a platform to a known predator, which is insane. Instead of them giving him steam about what he's actually been accused of and whatnot, we're giving him steam because he's not a decent person, he's a fake phony friend. Who cares about him being a fake phony friend when we are sitting down here with a known predator on our stage? That is insane. So the mishandling of that is crazy. But this is also just going to my point about Love is Blind continuously bringing people onto their show who are problematic, who are manipulators. The show is continuously platforming people who are going to be putting women in danger. Behind the scenes, Love is Blind also has other previous contestants who are in SA allegations, lawsuits, and whatnot. We had Tyler last season. Tyler and his foolishness, Tyler and all of his all of his shortcomings and whatnot. And this is a show who is alleging, hey, we are background checking these people. Hey, these people are vetted by us. These people are ready for marriage. They just haven't found their person. These people are coming onto this show as con artists. These people are literally putting these women's lives in danger, because it's always the men that is coming on. And this is not to bash men in general, but there is a certain air where these men are coming onto this show and they're taking advantage of vulnerable women who are looking to find their partner. It's becoming a very dangerous platform. You know, like Joey and Monica, that storyline was also heartbreaking for me, because I was a fan of that couple in general. But to go back and we're hearing Joey and hearing how Joey's family was just like, you know, like, this was a great opportunity for you. Like, this is your personality. You have the personality for this. This is marriage. We're not just sitting down here. Like, this show ends in marriage. So essentially, you're putting these vulnerable women in a position where they're going to be heartbroken because this man wants to get up there and just not take the whole experience seriously. Like, when it works out, it works out. You know, like Taylor and Daniel, I am so happy that they were able to find each other through this process. When it works, it works. Taylor and Daniel, obviously Lauren and Cameron, Zach and Bliss, Brett and Tiffany. Like, there are some amazing, Amber and Brett, I think that was his name from season 1. You know, like, there have been some amazing people that actually have made the experience work for them. But for the ones that it hasn't worked out for, and I get it, it's a reality TV show, but I would love to see a season where we're seeing more marriages. They praised themselves for being the season with like the most singles and the most whatever, but they only produced one couple that got married. The rest of it was a bunch of fluff, and the rest of it was a bunch of missed pairings. Devin should have never been on this show. I don't know what the vetting process is, but this person who is just not financially where he needs to be, if you are not in the best financial situation for yourself, you are not ready for marriage. I'm sorry. There is no, love does not pay the bill. You are not ready for marriage. So I don't understand why Devin was even casted to be on the season. He was just a little bit too young. I don't want to give him too much because he is 28 years old, and 28 years still trying to relatively figure things out, you know? So, but I think more so the fact that this man does not have what it takes as yet to become an actual like suitable husband for somebody. And then while I'm over here back in the reunion, when Virginia went back to Devin, I was very confused. If you stood on business and if you stood on certain things, why are you settling for somebody who is not in your, why are you settling for somebody who you are not compatible with? Also, when it came to other Little Miss Social Justice, Sarah or whatever, Ben also was very much so adamant that that was not, she was so adamant that Ben was not the person for her. She doubled back, and then pretty much Ben played her. I did not feel sorry for that lady one bit. I was just like, well, okay, he got his lick back. I don't see what the problem is, because you said you brought him down to the altar. You said no. I thought that was going to be the end. You should have never put yourself back in that position in the first place. So whatever. But back to the show and how this show is just becoming such a performative act. And we got the most beautiful engagement with AD and Ollie.
My best friend, you're the love of my life. I've never felt as happy or as I have since I met you.
I'm so happy for them, especially AD, because AD, oh my god, we went through a lot with AD last year. So I'm so happy that these particular two, who are respectively them in their seasons, they finally got together. So I'm so happy for that. But this also came in smack dab in the middle of the love the love square with like Mason and Alex and all that or whatever. So it was like, well, we're gonna have this segment over here, and then we're just gonna give you this happy situation that's going to make you basically forget the idea that we have platformed a known predator. I just did not like the visuals of that whole scenario. I also didn't like how Taylor and Daniel, this is our only married couple, and I'm so happy that things worked out for Daniel's mother, because child, I like Daniel's mother. I love that family in general. So I'm so happy that the two of them were able to have that hardship, and she was able to make a full recovery, and everything is right on track. But I think that the way that Love is Blind works, and the way that we don't get enough perspectives, or we don't get enough questions being asked to our married couples, the ones who have been making it work, like we're not getting the tips and the trades and what they've learned. Like we're not really getting into the nitty-gritty of their story. And I think like things like that would also be beautiful to highlight, and not just the mess, and not just unnecessary things that really did not need to be put into the reunion. We have Denver coming up. I don't think that I'm going to be doing anything on that Denver season. I don't know if this is where we're going, and I'm really not interested. Since season 5 and that whole situation with Aaliyah and the love triangle that was going on with her and Lydia or whatever over Uche, that was when we just got to see these ridiculously viral moments. I think that, you know, for business wise, they understand that Salacious is going to sell. And I think that that's kind of also a problematic thing that's going on with Love is Blind. I've seen a couple of commentators say this as well, but I really think that we're coming to the point where you have to have a therapist somewhere on hand with these people. Like I said before, these people, you don't know these people from a can of paint in a hole in the wall, whatever. And as much as you can have a conversation with somebody in a pod, it's very different in real life how some of their traumas show up, how they present themselves in an actual relationship. And I think that some form of therapy, some form of like some form of counseling is also necessary or needed on this show. We've had, we could even bring up Tim and his problematic self, and what he even like put Alex through her season. That was a lot, and there was nobody on the ground that was able to kind of like wrangle and manage that situation. The whole Tyler and Ashley saga. The fact that Jessie Woo and Storytime with Ricky and oh my gosh, Red Wine, I forget her name, but the attorney that Jessie Woo uses or whatever. The fact that these three ladies were just able to go on Google and do a lot of this like searching that the alleged vetting team is supposed to be able to land, who is not doing their job over there at Love is Blind? Because once again, this is about marriage. Once again, I do understand Ashley should have never said yes to that man. Correct. She should have never said yes to that man. However, why was he even there? Why was he casted? So the onus still comes back on Love is Blind. And I think when I see these Love is Blind statements where they're just kind of releasing these moments that just kind of alleviate any form of responsibility from them, it sounds crazy, because it's just like, we're not responsible for whatever happens to you. Yet you came onto my platform and we are allegedly providing some safe space for you to find love or for you to find partnership. That does not make sense. I just think that in general, like, I'm just tired of seeing these people just being thrown out to the wolves for the point of entertainment or for the plot of just, like, you know, brand deals or whatever could come from Love is Blind. Love is Blind has been around for 5 years now, and they're so happy about the fact that they have so many seasons, they have all of this going on, they have all of that going on, and that's beautiful. But in the process of 5 years, you have gone from a show that was genuine and real and so relatable, or it was so exciting to see people fall in love. I love love. I love love. I love seeing just I gush over that, you know? So I love seeing that. But to go from a season where love was pretty much at the forefront and to now see just salacious, crazy carelessness, the lack of care, the lack of just regard for people in their lives or whatever. During the reunion, when AD was asked by Vanessa, you know, do you think that Love is Blind prepared you for this moment or whatever? And I think that that question was problematic. Like, I think I can see how it relates to their situation, but I also find it to be problematic because it's just like, you're asking this lady this question in the midst of all these allegations, in the midst of everything that's going on with Love is Blind. I felt like that question was more so posed to say, like, hey, this is still a worthy experience for you to sign up for. This is still a great thing for you to be a part of or whatever. And a lot of people are kind of more so looking at it just like, it used to be a great space for people to sign up for. It used to be a great avenue for people to find love. It used to be enjoyable to watch. Like, I want to get the giddy, oh my god, the love, the roses. Like, I want to get all of those, like, feelings. And I feel like all these things have watered down their brand. And I don't know. The Ultimatum, I'm gonna still watch that, because The Ultimatum, I'm seated. I am shamelessly seated. I will still be here for The Ultimatum. But Love is Blind, I don't know. So those are my thoughts. Drop down in the comments if anything that I said resonated with you. I would love to hear your perspective on everything that's going on. So until the next video, I will see you next time. Mwah. Take care.